It's been an ongoing topic within the news media, internationally. Like the international news media, the international mainstream news media, they've been reporting on the emptying of shells over here in the so-called America, man. All right. So, so the whole world is watching this place fold. All right. This is supposed to be the leader of the free world right here. You can't resolve your own internal issues, but yet you're going abroad throughout the earth making war. That's constantly bankrupting this. That's another thing that's bankrupt your fiat currency. You know, like I say, Esau's a wise fool, man. All right, all right. Slocky, I had to wipe my nose. Yeah, man. You know this. They haven't resolved the issue with the shipping containers out there, out west, and a few on the east coast. They haven't resolved those issues, man. So what that's doing? Steadily causing what? A famine, man. You just haven't felt it yet. But they've been talking about the rise of the most basic essential foods that people buy on a daily: milk, eggs, cheese. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, but like I was saying, shit. You lose my train of thought, Salaki. Well, I was saying, the shipping container situation. So they haven't resolved it, right? And that's causing the famine to increase, man. And so buying milk, eggs, cheese, meats, bread, all that stuff is rising up, man. All that stuff is steadily rising. Like I said, your purchasing power is going to fall, man. Real low. It's happening, man. It's steadily happening, man. Should I buy going up? One of the things I buy a little protein here and there. Because I go to the gym, work out, whatever. So the kind I buy, the top ones, you can buy. But it went up about $1.50. I noticed about $1.50. That bit and that was when that went up. Shit back here, when the fall hit, I'm like, damn, man, this shit went up to what? And it went up to like $1 more, and then when it became another 50 cent added on top of that, I was like, shit, that was reaching me. Like last month, I think January, that was like December, Schlocky. I was like, damn, they going up with this shit steadily, man. You know? And so, shit, I was like, man, everything I'm buying is going up. And then on top of on that, what else we had? I shot those stores, man. Oh yeah. I buy fruit a lot, man. I've always been a big fruit and veggie eater, right? Whoa. Lemons. Now I always buy lemons, right? Keep lemons on me, man. I use them for my teas. I get the organic lemons, get them for my teas. They're great. Vitamin C and all that. I believe it's alkaline fruit, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm saying is that or what I was noticing, I mean, is that the price of lemons went up. Now, you used to get a bag of lemons. You got about 10 lemons, maybe 12 lemons. Maybe pay about $3-4 for them. I buy 6 lemons. I'm paying almost $5 for them. Fucking grapefruit. I love grapefruit. Fucking grapefruit. $2 and change for one. For one grapefruit. And then, I'm just don't tell you since I know this. I know you brothers out there knows a lot of stuff. And you few sisters. What else I buy, man? Something simple. Oh, my tea's going up. My price of the tea going up. The average price of a box of tea I would buy now was it went from $4 or $5 to $6, $7, and even $8. Sometimes $9. What kind of tea you buying? I'm a big tea drinker, man. So you gotta think, man. If it's going on right now to that increased amount, I mean, like I said, it's only getting worse. All right, a lot of stocks falling in the stock markets. All these major stock corporations, or these major corporations that have big stock within the market, a lot of them drop record lows. All right, record lows. All right, record lows. All right, that double. Probably was an agent, man. This nigga had a camera in his window. Then he drove off. He took it down. All right. We know about your COINTELPRO. We know you got agents out there. You saw, man. I ain't worried about motherfucking thing. From here, it only gets better. From here, it only gets better. Why I say that? Because we know that you're gonna persecute us. We know that our lives are at stake. The scripture say, he who loses life shall find his life for the Lord's sake, man. They're doing this for the Lord's sake. So hey man. I don't got no fear of death, man. I don't have no fear of death. Alright? We ain't living any fucking way. Alright? Just spiritually, because we have this knowledge. But outside that, basically we live in a fucking hellhole, man. It ain't living. Alright? This is James 5. Speaking about death. James 5. Start the top, let me jump down. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." Now, who's a real rich man? Esau, Edom. You have a few rich Israelites, very few. You have your Oprah, your Michael Jordan, and they got a little. Hey, what Jay call them? Nigga rich. Who is rich? I don't know. They use the term, you know what I'm saying? But we talking about the super rich, the people that have real wealth, or the Edomites, the top Edomites, the Amalekites, that are the central banking families. All right, Amalek, Edom. All right, the so-called Jews, man. They got all the wealth, man. All the bankers are so-called Jews. Okay? So your misery is going to come upon you, all right? Verse 2. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. It shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Now, you're living in the last days, man. All right, so the treasure that Esau heaped up for himself is going to be pretty much it's going to be of none effect real soon. All right, even the gold and stuff you stolen, raped, robbed, murdered our people first and foremost for. Because Jake had a lot of, Jake, when I looked up the way Jake was living in Europe, man, shit, man. That bitch over there calling herself a queen ain't shit, man. Compared to how Jake was living over there, man. Jake was living good over there in Europe, man. All right. Contessa and Judah, they were living good when they were living in Europe, man. As far as how they were living. hey, man, saw the earth, They have real treasure too, by the way. Which the elites Esau got, they got this gold. But the vast majority of the Edomites got this dollar and all. Yeah, it ain't nothing, man. Thin air again. The elites of you Edomites got the real riches. Now the average Edomite going better than the Israelites. And that's just for now. You enjoy it, because you don't got but a short time to enjoy it. Right? Verse 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. See? Because why? You gotta wear that's a good one too. Come came to mind, but you have to wear the top of Esau. They get richer and richer. All right, but the average Edomite, they're noticing that their little pennies they got saved up. All right, all those investments and them 401k plans and retirement investments. All that stuff is folding, man. All that stuff is folding. But yet, the super rich of them getting richer. Like this Jeff Bezos guy, man. Jeff Bezos, the one that owned Amazon. They made mention of that in the news last, this whole month. Matter of fact, for months, really. Many months they've been talking about this. I know this back in the past, I'll say June, July, where they were talking about how the big corporations, they doubled and some of them tripled in wealth. While everybody else experienced inflation and the increase of rental properties, property taxes. I don't believe it was the things you buy, the goods you buy. So people are complaining about that because they're looking at the fact that here it is, the super wealthy or super elites of you Edomites are getting wealthier, and the rest of the people, they're people that rent homes and rent property or have things that they're investing in. Their money is not worth much. All right, their money is not worth much. And they're noticing that the things they once invested in, all right, have closed down or collapsed, and they're complaining about it because the wage increase. They haven't had When's the last time you seen a wage increase? Now this guy Joe Biden was talking about increasing the wage, the minimum wage to $15. Something that's easy to be done, like that. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do it. That's one of his biggest campaign promises. Let me say that shit's so Obama, really, man. That fucking Hamite Obama. That fucking Hamite nigga, man. Alright? Let me say this is Obama. For what? They would have raised him in the wage about $14, $15. That hasn't happened? No, so he served 2 terms. That's 8 years. Trump, another 4 years, 12 years. And now you got sleepy Joe Biden. See? And they are complaining about this. Every time he has every time this guy have a speech, or will allow the media to question him, It's all orchestrated behind closed doors. All right? That's why he called that guy a son of a bitch when he asked him about the inflation. Instead of him deal with the fact that they are obviously plain clear as day inflation. All right. He don't even know that it's inflation going on. He called him a stupid son of a bitch. I'm like, ain't that something? This is your president, man. This is you Jakes too. This is what Sleepy Joe think of you. All right. So the laborers are kept back by fraud, man. There's no wage increase. There's no incentives. They had a little small incentive for returning workers, but that was little, man. It didn't last for so long. All right. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Pretty good. How you doing, brother? Julie, all right, that's what's up, brother. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, it's my first time. I just haven't been seeing you. I was just trying to get catch you.
Oh yeah, that's cool, brother. All right, good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm out here, doing the work, brother. As I normally do. I'm out here usually. I come out on this day because I work really 7 days mostly, but I work for the most part 6 days.
Oh man, same. I just grab up and DoorDash, man.
That's hey, brother, that's good though, brother. Hey, brother, that's good, brother.
Well, when the next time you coming out here, man?
Next Sunday, brother. I'll be out here.
Okay,
I come out here usually like 12, 1 o'clock Sundays.
12, 1 o'clock?
Yep.
Yes, sir. I'll be here, man.
Hey, brother, good to see you, brother. Hope to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother.
All the time. It's
all
about time to see somebody around here. Just
hey, brother.
Man, you from here?
Yeah, I'm actually from here.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Man, shoot, for sure, man.
It's me, Leo, and I'm born and raised here.
Yes, sir.
But it's funny you asked that, right?
Yeah.
Because the brothers I started teaching with, I was in Grand Rapids, right?
Yeah.
It was about 2017.
Wow.
I had a vision of me teaching right here.
Wow.
I had a few visions, brother. Brother, I had about 2 or 3 celestial combustions.
Yes, sir.
And like 2 or 3 visions I've seen, man. And it's like, it scared me because I didn't understand. But now I understand. But that vision, I had like 2 of them, 2 or 3 of them while I was in labor. So this vision I seen me teaching down in Ben Harbor, I was like, man, I ain't teaching in Ben Harbor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got them. I ain't lying to you, brother.
Yeah.
Look, brother.
Yeah.
The most I call a situation that happened where I end up back here in Ben Harbor teaching in this same very spot.
Yes, sir.
So I was like, man, that's something. So hey, man. So brother, I was like, I sat back for a while. I was kind of like, the most I kick your ass.
Yeah.
I was going through a rough period, brother.
Man.
And you sit back, you don't feel good. The scriptures tell you about how the current how words is full of Paul the affliction, or the fiery trial that you may be afflicted with, though it don't seem joyous for the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, but I was going through that period where I'm like, man, man, I don't know what's going on with this, man, but I ended up having, call her lawyer, how about you know, shot because it worked out. It worked out, brother. I had a lot of stuff going on with my ex-demon, my ex-wife. Shit, man, I ended up being down here. And brother, I've been continuing to teach, you know what I'm saying? So, Lord, you trying to have mercy on me, brother. Lord, have mercy on me, because, I could have easily been, when I went through that whole situation, brother, I didn't know what the fuck could happen.
Yeah.
I just knew that Yahweh Shemel Shah got me in it, and then Yahweh Shemel Shah get me out of it. And that's what happened. So I had to wait things out through the Spirit. I had to meet the Lord is long suffering.
Yeah.
I went through a whole period about over a year. And like 9 months of that year, I couldn't do shit. Like 9, 10 months of that, I couldn't do shit, man.
Dang.
But brother, I used to stick my phone. Brother, I just stick my phone, bro. You can have phones as far as there.
Yeah.
Watch brothers, the elder apostles teaching.
Yeah.
Brother, the Passover came around.
Oh.
Man, I was like,
man, speaking about that, man, I'm trying to find a place to where I can do Passover.
Oh yeah, come.
Dedication,
Well, brother, what happens is, so when you keep the Passover, right?
Yeah.
You do the lamb,
Yeah.
and you get your bitter herbs, your yun.
Oh, okay.
You keep the Passover. You know, you can't do the whole Passover because you can't put the blood on the doorpost or with the post.
Yeah.
You know. But we keep it the best of our ability, brother. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Brother, hey, Lord willing. Hey, I'm Ratazar, brother. We link up, brother. Like I said, I'm always out here.
Yeah.
Come out here, and then of course you have to build yourself up. Lord willing, you know what I'm saying. You have where you come, you know what I'm saying. Link up with me, and I'll help you along as much as I can, brother.
Oh yes, sir.
And you're gonna be on the side of the camera for a while, but
yes, sir, that's cool.
And we gotta do this.
We gotta do this.
We got a season right now.
Yes, sir.
Say we in season down season, brother. So,
yes, sir.
You see my in the cold.
Yeah, I know.
It's faith, man. Hey, it's faith, brother.
Yes, it is.
It's faith, brother, because most camps close up. Most camps close up in the wintertime. Now you out to see, you know, see out here. You know, that's one of the major. GOCC got a build. That's like it's like a black church, basically.
Yeah.
But the men of Great Millstone, I follow the elder apostle of Great Millstone.
Oh man, I heard of that, man.
Yeah. So elder apostle Dahar, elder apostle Bar, Ramlam, Ka. Yeah, all the elders, other elders. You know, I studied up on them, other brothers. I studied up on them. So I basically, continue it on. I was taught the right way, and I just try to teach the right way as best as possible. That's all.
Say man, I'm
good brother. All right, brother. All right, brother. Hello? What up? I'm at camp right now. So I need camp, I'll get you right back, okay? All right. Slock it. That's cool, man. Brother been watching and learning, brother. You know, that's a good thing, brother.
I'm gonna stop calling you. My number should be like 269.
Good to see you, brother. Hope to see you again, brother. Soon. That's you? All right, shalom, brother. All right, so yeah, that was beautiful. You know, I ain't expecting brother to come up here, but he came. That's beautiful, man. So what I was saying was about the laborers. I was wondering the laborers how they kept back my fraud, man. Yes, they are. Hello. I called your phone. You didn't answer the phone. Oh. Yeah, I called the number. I ended up calling somebody else on accident. I was going to tell you that LJ need a ride, so I can't go. That's why I called you. I called you right before I came out here to camp to teach. You need a ride from work. You need a ride to work. You need a ride from work. Yeah. I'm like, I'm his only ride, so I'm like, I ain't gonna leave him stranded. Well, you know, he probably was at home. She probably couldn't, you know. That's why I called you, but you didn't answer the phone. So you were asleep, but you didn't say you were asleep, but yeah. When I get done with the camp, I'll hit you, but yeah, he needed a ride for work, so I couldn't do it. All right. listen, the laborers are kept back by fraud. Like I said, it's going to come a time where the laborers are going to rebel. And they're rebelling right now because with the mandates being passed out, I mean, for the military, this government workers, whether they military, whether they, whatever, law enforcement, firefighters, medical field, doctors, nurses, what have you. Man, they have massive walkouts because of this mandate. So, hey, that's not a good look, man, because what are they going to do eventually? They're going to turn against their own government, man. Because they depend on the government to what? Back them in their livelihood. Because why? They have a constitution they're supposed to be abiding by, but are they abiding by it? All right. So they are kept back by fraud. All right. Especially Jake. Especially our people, man. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers are who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, cry it, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. It says, you have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. You have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. And the just is us, man. All right. The least of Esau, this is how they living, man. They living good. They living in luxury. They living in total DJ Cookie shit. Anyways, though, the laborers, they are they're complaining because there's no like I say, increase or higher wages for them, man. All right, but yet the super rich, the super elites are getting richer and richer, man. All right, so that's gonna cause them to turn on their own government. Let's go to Second Esdras. That's what I'm gonna go to. Second Esdras. Slocky, man, it's carved. It's correct, brother. He be looking out, man. He wrote free as in F-R-I-I. Brother, what are you doing? Take a leak. The mission rights be cool, man. They look out, man. I said, how much is going to be? He said, free. He said, free like in F-R-I-I. What Jake funny as hell, man. So like, I couldn't resist that one. That was. I know what he meant. I know what he's saying, but it's just like, wow, he really just did that. Second Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. It's gonna come down to the point of, it's gonna be the survival of the fittest, man. Where you're gonna have people that don't have anything, you're gonna take from the people that does have something. All right. When you don't have no food and shelter and basic needs for your families, all right, when all hell breaks loose, the next step is to what? Take who got it. All right. Verse 16. For there should be sedition among men. Sedition means violent strife. All right. That's why the whole vibration of this place is very low, man. All right. It says, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another. Now, for a man to invade another man because of all hell breaking loose, it's only because he's in a desperate situation. All right. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power, represents the government. For it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. This is all hell breakers right here, man. This is what I'm reading. Shutting down the cities. Jacob's time of trouble is going to be on. All right. Catching hell. Like Amos, it says, flee from a lion, the bear met you. Escape the bear and win the house and leave the wall, and the servant met you. Describe how much hell you're going to catch out here. All right. Well, the scriptures say that this place is going to fall with great violence. It's going to fall with great violence, man. It was built upon violence. We all know that. But you forgot the ending of this place. That's an, let me get that real quick. Isaiah 47. I believe that's Isaiah 47, is it? Yeah, Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. It's talking about us. The Lord put us into your hand, Esau. It says, thou didst show them no mercy, and upon the agent thou hast, it says, and upon the agent hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. That's true, man. Esau fucked us up, man. You Edomites, man, you fucked Israelites up, man. Israel's jacked up and messed up because of you Edomites did a number on us, man. Earlier I was going into, I had just sit down earlier about the separation of the families during the hardcore slavery. So it was horrific, man. You're not supposed to take a man and his wife and his children and separate them, man. That's evil and wickedness, man. What you done, man. Like I said, the scripture say that y'all heathen for our affliction, man. All right, it says, here's the point, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. There's a judgment for your actions, man. There are consequences for your actions, Esau. If you sow evil, you're gonna reap evil, man. All right, so we pretty much receive nothing but evil from you Edomites, man. It says oh yeah, it's on there. You didn't remember your latter end though. You thought this was gonna be the Lady of Kingdoms forever. No, hell no. We at the end of this whore you call America. All right. Back in 2 Esdras 15, I'm at verse 18. 2 Esdras 15-18, continuing on. I just want to get that precept real fast because that what I'm speaking about is the end of when all hell breaks loose and we at the very nitty gritty. Right? Before the missiles come, all hell will break loose, man. This is what I'm reading about. For because